up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, we are still a little exhausted, right?
We are. It's been a rough week.
It has been a rough week. It was really fun last week, but
Yes.
man, we came back in on a Sunday night. Got home about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, close to 10.
So we'll talk about a little bit about the Carnival Freedom and our cruise. Of course, last week. But I'm telling you what, we made a big mistake. We set this thing up where we took a Friday off, took the whole week off. It was an 8-day cruise. And then we came back on Sunday, and, we didn't know how Anthony would do flying. So we booked nonstop flights because we didn't know if he was going to be barfing everywhere or how he would react to it. And so the only nonstop flight we had coming back was not till like 5 in the afternoon. So by the time we flew from Miami at 5 to Raleigh, North Carolina, and then drove 1.5, 2 hours back, it was 9:45, 10 o'clock. By the time we got our luggage and everything, it was almost 10 o'clock before we got home. Then Michelle had to get up at 4 or 4:30 to be at work at 6.
Yeah, it was rough.
It's been a little rough, but hey,
I haven't recovered either.
When you're going to play, you got to pay, right?
We're paying,
and we're paying this week, so we gotta recover somehow this weekend, and
so we can be back to normal.
Somehow be back to normal, but we want to thank you guys for coming in here.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to have some fun tonight. We got a slideshow here. We're going to show you. We're going to talk about the Carnival Freedom a little bit. Then we're going to talk about these 4 ports we went to. We want to try to answer some questions, ask you guys some questions. And one thing I want to say up front, and let me see if I can throw this at the bottom here real quick. They don't know that I'm going to do this tonight, but this is part of our What's Cooking tonight. I want to do this. Let me make sure I do this right. So part of our What's Cooking tonight is we want to get Tom and Brenda and Nana's Hidden Apron up to 1,000 subscribers. I think there were 118 away, and we probably can't do it with our 20, 30 visitors tonight. But if you have not subscribed to their channel, Tom and Brenda are great supporters of our channel. Brenda and Tom have got a great cooking channel, Nana's Hidden Apron. They also got KY Travelers, and they're just great people all together. I mean, good country people from Kentucky. Don't really care for the whole Kentucky Wildcats, or the Louisville Cardinals, but being from North Carolina, but they're great people. They're great country people.
Incredibly sweet.
Incredibly sweet people, great people. Love them to death. Go hit their channel up, sub to their channel. The Nightbot's going to be throwing their link in here tonight. And Nana does Nana, which I call her Nana, Miss Brother Brenda. She does some great videos. So please sub to her channel. She does some great low carb stuff. She does some regular stuff, some sugar-free stuff. Yeah, I'd be dropping by her house all the time saying, hey,
I want to be your taste tester.
Yeah, hook me up. And she put some great stuff out on our What's Cooking Marco Polo. So if you want to join our What's Cooking Marco Polo, send me a message behind the scenes on Facebook, and we'll hook you up there too. It's just a bunch of creators and non-creators too that like to share food. We all like to eat. If you can't tell, I'm a big eater, big guy, big eater. And I try to cook, but we haven't cooked in a while. We've been doing so much traveling and crazy stuff with my mom that was going on health-wise, and we're about ready to start doing some low-carb cooking, though.
Yeah.
Get some of this weight off after this cruise. But, yeah, go Duke. Yeah. Oh, guys. Griswold. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that. We're going to try to get that devil out of you some way. I got some anointing oil or something. We're going to get that devil out of you. Let's go in the chat here and say hello to everybody, and then we're going to jump into some things. So, got Mr. Anthony Simone. How you doing? Miss Peg and Artie. Love another lovely creators as well. Go sub to their channel as well. Said Mr. Dave, how you doing? Miss Meg, how you doing? Daniel Donnelly, truck driver. Love you, Daniel. It's another good cooker as well. He can flat out throw down on the grill. Let's see who else we got. Love all this chatting back and forth. Michelle, you catch me if I miss anything. Nightbot's already threw that up in there as well. Yeah. So again, go sub to the channel. We already got that in there popping up every 10 minutes tonight. Billy J Travels, another great channel. Go sub to his channel. And if I miss somebody announcing that tonight, please, Mary Ellen Dillon, how are you doing tonight? Hey as well, Mr. Paul Vines, Blaine with Rayleigh Creative Travel, another great channel. Miss Holly Ayers, who needs to start a channel. Miss Betsy from Beach Please. Yes, how are you doing? We are doing great. Who else we got in here? Mr. Dan, how you doing? Great to see you in here, brother. And Mr. Danny Griswold, Family Vacay. How are you doing? I'm doing great, brother. And yeah, Miss Tom and Brenda's in here. Say hey to them and go sub their channel again. Yeah, I'm going to just say that over and over and over. Mr. Eric B, another great channel. Go check his stuff out. Travels all over the place. Meg, she's a creator. She says she's not, but she does some good cooking too, because I've seen some of it. Cruising is funny. And Tom, how you doing? I think I've seen you in here before, but great to see you. There's another cruising channel. Go hook him up. And Billy J, as I said that before, another great channel. Go sub to him. J&S Adventures, another great channel. Go sub to them. And who else we got in here? Miss Holly, I think I said that earlier. Part with Peg and Artie. And I love all this chatting back and forth. That's just what Antoinette at Fun. How are you doing? Love your channel as well, ma'am. Great, great channel. Mary Ellen Dillon, she's like the cruise expert. She travels so much. I love to see her post in all the communities. And is that it, Michelle? Let's see who else we got. Maybe somebody else has came in at the end here that I may have missed.
Life is good today.
Life is good today. Did I miss them? Hey, yeah. Hey, how you doing? Life is good today. There's another Duke Blue Devil. Wow. Ronnie and Miss Alma, great channel as well. And they got a premiere, I think, coming up tonight after us. Yeah, Dave's put it in there as well. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Ronnie and Alma got a great channel. Love their channel. And plus, the great thing about Ronnie is he's helped you out behind the scenes, and I am frozen, it looks like, so I'm gonna have to go out and back in, right?
Yes, it looks as if
so we're gonna go out and back in since we're frozen here. Let's see if we can do this. We're gonna be able to do this, Michelle? That's not good, Michelle.
No, it's not, Michael.
Let's see if we can do this. Hey, we're back. Yes. Hey, you thought you could get away without us, but we're back. We're back. So, yeah. So, hey, Hani probably did that intentionally because Hani was wanting to take over the show, right? Hey, thank you. Don't know what happened there, but hey, anybody else pop in here at the last second that we missed? I saw Hani popped in. Arc Adventures. Yes. Hey, great to see you in here. Sub to their channel as well. If I missed anybody at the very end, I do apologize. We had a little bit of a glitch here, but we're back on. Hey, you see this love thing back here? We'll tell you a little bit of story about that too. We added that to the back this past week. Mr. Dan's in here. Traveling Gilberts are in here. Hey, I missed them earlier. How y'all doing? And hey, we're up to 29, 30 people in here. Let's get started. Hey, want to do that? So, has anybody been on the Carnival Freedom before? Let me ask that up front. Has anybody been on the Carnival Freedom? Yay or nay? Yes, no? Yay, nay? No? Maybe? I'd like to.
I'd like to again.
I'd like to again. Yeah, it was a fun ship. Let me try to add this file back on. And we're going to add this up here. Nope, no Freedom here. Nope. So the Freedom is holds, I think it's 2,974 people.
Yeah.
And it was a nice ship. Did you think it was?
Yeah.
It's not that old. It's kind of the whole thing is the New York Statue of Liberty theme. It wasn't too cheesy though, so it's like
not bad, no.
A little bit of Statue of Liberty in there, but it wasn't too cheesy. And actually, it's moving up from Miami to Port Canaveral in the near future in the next couple of months. So it's going to be stationed in near Art and Peg right there at Port Canaveral. So I was looking up some cruises coming out of there, so I may go back down there and get on her again here in the next few months. They've been offering some killer deals since we got off the ship. I would say Michelle's getting ready to hit a milestone this year, but I don't want to mention that.
Well, I am, and
some really good deals since she's hitting that milestone.
And it's not for another 6 months.
And plus, Carnival is hitting a 50th birthday as well this year.
And they're celebrating with me,
yes.
and they want to give us a good deal.
Yeah, so
we might have to take it.
Yeah, and I agree. I've been looking at the Sunshine too as well. The Sunshine, though, only bad thing about the Sunshine is it normally just goes the same: Bahamas, Princess Keys, Half Moon Cay, which we love, which we'll talk about that, and usually Amber Cove and Grnd Turk, and that's about it. They never go down to Aruba or Bonaire, or very rarely. They do go down some, but very rarely. But let's throw this up here so we can look at it. So, how was the ship? I mean, Michelle, what did you think about it?
I think it's a really good sized ship. I wish there were some more restaurants on there to give us a bigger variety of different things to eat. However, I like the size of that ship. I
agree.
It's big enough, but not too big. So yes, I like it.
It's like the Three Little Bears. It's just right. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's just right.
Right.
I like that size ship. It's the biggest ship we've been on. We've always been on smaller ships. The Lation Miracle is probably the biggest, which is not big at all. But we stayed in the middle.
Right.
And we were at midship. We did have a grand suite, which we don't have pictures of that down the road. That's a vlog.
I don't know how we're ever going to go back.
That grand suite was sweet. It was really nice. But it's going to be hard to go back from something like that. Even the regular balcony.
It's going to be hard.
It's going to be really hard to go back from that.
I don't want to.
Yeah. The only thing I can say about the Freedom that I didn't like, well, there's a couple of things, is number one is the food options.
Yeah.
I mean, you pretty much had Blue Iguana, you had Pizza Pirate, and Guy's Burger. You did have the Seafood Shack, which was actually impressed me.
Yes.
And we're gonna have some vlogs coming out where we do the food reviews, and there's going to be some that may shock you that we didn't like or we liked.
We may have some people upset with us.
Yeah. Some people will get mad at us, honey. We tried the steakhouse, which is called the Sun King Sun, something like that.
Sun King, maybe
Sun King or King Sun. Yep. We ate the steakhouse. I ate barbecue on it. I will never eat barbecue on that ship again. I'll just put it to that. That's a vlog coming out. Yeah. Look at Beach. Look at Honey. Honey goes unsubbed.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. It was the worst barbecue I've ever put in my mouth. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. Before the vlog comes out.
When I walked in there and smelled it, I was like, oh, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It's going to be bad.
It was so bad. I mean, I would be embarrassed for Carnival to even call that barbecue, but I mean.
All right, let's continue on.
All right. So main dining room, we only ate one time there one night in 7 nights. And it was just not very good. Now, other people, I am a barbecue snob. There was other people on that cruise ship, Josh and Michelle from Adventures Ahead. They ate a couple of nights and liked it.
Yeah. Now they had good experience.
They had good experiences, and they also had opportunities where they were playing a lot in the casino that they were able to get some free comps for some upgrades that normally would have been like $20 for steak and lobster. Right. They were able to get some better meals than we did.
Right.
I got broiled steak one night. It was broiled steak, which I should have known better to buy that. But now I will say this, the main dining room and the posh for breakfast was for C-Day brunch
was good.
All 3 times was really, really good. Really good. Mm-hmm. All the breakfast experience was really good. Mm-hmm. The Blue Iguana Cantina for breakfast was great. The buffet for breakfast. Yeah. The omelet station was really good. One of my biggest disappointments for me is how the Pizza Pirate has went downhill.
Yes.
And that hurt my heart because I love pizza. I was really disappointed in the Pizza Pirate, and talking to Josh and Michelle, and we ordered in-room pizza one night, and Anthony said it was better than the regular Pizza Pirate. I noticed this, and I don't know if this is on other ships or not. Maybe y'all can comment, please, on this. If you've been on some other ships, please tell us this. We noticed, and it's been 2.5 years since we've cruised. The old Pizza Pirate used to put like these little, basically balls of mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
These chunks of mozzarella. So when you got a cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza, they had these like hunks of mozzarella all over the pizza. They've quit doing that now.
They are.
And that was really disappointing. And I really was really disappointed in that. Anthony got in his room and I tried a piece of it. It was a little bit better than the Pizza Pirate up on the Lido deck. Right. So has anybody else noticed that as well? That the Pizza Pirate has kind of changed up how they're doing their pizzas with the mozzarella cheese. And now Josh told me, I don't know if he'll come in tonight. He told me that either him or the cruise dorks ordered pizza in the room, and it did come with the chunks of mozzarella.
Ours didn't
on the pizza, but ours did not. So has anybody noticed that? I've never cared for. Okay. So Holly says, I've never cared for the pizza on Carnival. Okay. So that was one thing we really did like.
When they put I don't think it was like fresh mozzarella, but it was like hunks of, like Mike said, mozzarella, not just like a little sprinkled on cheese. So I definitely think it's going downhill. Yeah,
so Life is Good Today. Ronnie says, we didn't care for the pizza much either. Only had it once on our last cruise. Usually eat it more often. Yeah. So I don't know what's happened. Hey, MGM, good to see you in here. So yeah, I don't know what's happened with it. One other thing real quick, and we'll start getting into some of these ports because I know we got about 40 minutes here. Is I noticed there's a change at Guy's Burger. We only ate at Guy's Burger one time. Well, no,
one and a half.
1.5 times. One time we ate at Blue Iguana, and Michelle was really craving a Guy's Burger, so she went over and got one, and it was really good. And then the other time we went and ate at Guy's Burger, it was a little bit dry.
But it was at the end of.
It was like at 5:30, 5:45, right. And they closed down at 6. But their sidebar has changed. I don't know if you noticed that. They used to have bacon bits, mushrooms, lettuce, all these side items over there.
It's limited now.
Now it's limited with very few things like sauteed onions. They did not have mushrooms. They did not have the bacon bits.
Right.
They didn't have the lettuce over there.
They did have pickles. I had talked with Josh and Michelle, and one other day they did not have pickles.
Right.
So I think it is varying from day to day. I don't know if it's based on supply or I'm not sure why the variety.
Hey, so hey, welcome in, taking off with Brooke and Steph. So she says the Miracle had great pizza, but the Radiance was meh.
Oh, so maybe it's from ship to ship.
Maybe it's ship to ship. It's a little different. So hey, welcome in, taking off with Brooke and Steph. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, good to see you in there. So maybe it's ship to ship. It's different. I don't know. So yeah, Ronnie brings up a great point right here. He says, I'm usually 3 sheets to the wind when I get pizza, so it's always been great. Hey, and when you're taking like Anthony, 11-year-old's idea on how great pizza is, now I like the crust. You can't go wrong with the crust at Pizza Pirate. Right. I think it's really good crust.
It is.
Just, they're probably skimping out a little bit on the toppings of it, right? And usually by then, you're right. You're trying to just get so much crust and breading to just soak up that alcohol. It really doesn't matter. So, and Hani says, hey, Arc Adventures, I'm with you. It's a cruise ship, not a 5-star restaurant. I go with low expectations. And I get that. Some people, but see, to me, it's a total package.
It is.
It's like Ric Flair. You want the styling and the profiling. You don't want just the entertainment. You want the whole total package. I mean, you don't marry somebody just for the looks, right?
All right, let's continue on.
All right, let's continue on here. Okay, somebody's getting in trouble here. So All right. So enough about food, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Can I say something that I
Yes.
really enjoyed?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
If y'all haven't tried the buffalo shrimp at
Preach.
yes,
Preach.
it's the
Preach.
Seafood Shack.
You're missing
That
out.
is the bomb.
You're missing out. You're missing
That is
out.
the bomb. That was the best thing that I had. It was so good. Okay.
And for this,
$7.
$7.
For a whole big basket of them.
$7.
For shrimp, like this big.
$7. Best
So
$7
good.
you ever spent.
They were so good. We ate it twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was the lobster roll was good.
It was.
But the buffalo shrimp,
oh my!
I don't know why they call it the buffalo shrimp. It's not. There's no buffalo sauce with it. Maybe they call it the buffalo shrimp because they're really huge shrimp. And I counted them. There was 12 shrimp in my plate for $7. And the fries have got an Old Bay seasoning to them.
So good.
Definitely Carnival. You did it right with the Seafood Shack. I am sold on it. The only thing they didn't have was they didn't have raw oysters. And I was going to try. I was going to try those for the first time. I've never had them. I was going to try them. Yeah, and somebody else just came on here. Antoinette Fun says, yes, the buffalo shrimp is so delicious. I agree.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And it says, oh, perhaps I can get Tom to eat there. And it was really good. And then they also have the peeled shrimp. I heard the peeled shrimp is really good as well. All right. So let's move on. We're going to move into some of the ports we went to. So Half Moon Cay. What can you say? It was our first time ever there. This is a picture we took with my iPhone. But it was beautiful. We rented a cabana here.
As beautiful as these pictures are, it does not do it justice.
If you've never been to Half Moon Cay, and we had not until this cruise, and we'd been on 6 cruises until this one.
Please go.
Pictures don't do it justice.
Please go.
Please go. It's by far probably the best beach we've ever been to.
So beautiful.
It is really beautiful.
The sand is so white and
soft. I don't know if it's my favorite port yet, though. There's one on here that I'm going to tell you that may, to me, be a little better in a different way.
Yes.
But Half Moon Cay is just absolutely gorgeous, beautiful.
Yes.
If I could go out of South Carolina and hit Half Moon Cay all the time and just go there and nowhere else.
Yes.
I would go out of South Carolina all the time just to go there. Just spend 2 days there. Don't even go to Nassau.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere else. Just go there. Anchor down. Take me over back and forth 2 days in a row.
Yes.
And back to North Carolina or South Carolina. I'm fine.
Put our name on one of those cabanas.
Yeah. Fordman. Hey, hang tight with us, Fordman. We're going to talk about Aruba and Bonaire coming up. So you hang in there with us, buddy. We're going to hit them all. So Half Moon Cay was awesome. This was absolutely beautiful. This was the far end of Half Moon Cay. This was early on. We got a cabana, so we got off one of the first shuttles.
Yes.
This was a little boat they had out there anchored. This was the far end of the island. I had drone footage, and I was so disappointed last night. I looked at my drone footage, and all it was pixels. I was so crushed. I had 10 minutes of drone footage of Half Moon Cay, the only island I could use my drone on, because the wind was so bad everywhere else, and it was really bad here too, and it was just pixels. I'm gonna try to take it somewhere and see if they can do something with it, but I was just crushed with my footage of the drone there, and it just absolutely crushed me. Half Moon Cay. This is the cabana. We've got Saturday at 6:30. A video coming out with the cabana tour. So here's just a quick picture of the inside of the cabana.
Yeah, it is so nice.
It was well worth the $359. I know it sounds like a lot for
it is
the 6 hours you're there, but just to be able to get out of the sun and in the shade and to have the drinks and the ice and the refrigerator. And the Cabana 3 was right at the food, which the food there again stinks. You should be ashamed, Carnival. The barbecue was awful. But it was right at the bathroom. It was right next to the Captain Morgan ship. It had the music blaring and just fun atmosphere. Yeah, it was just Half Moon Cay. Cannot speak enough about it. It's just absolutely
It comes with floats too. So Anthony and I, well, actually all three of us, got floats out and we're just floating around in the water. And it was so crystal clear and it was just gorgeous.
So here is our view, us in front of the cabana number 3. Here's us later in the day when it, started to get a little busy out there. Again, we're the only ship there. And out of 2,974, the capacity of the Carnival Freedom, there was only 2,100 on it. So it was only 70% capacity.
Right.
So, and they said the Carnival Freedom at 70% capacity was the most that had been on it in a long time. Most of the time it had been selling at 1,500 people.
Right.
So we had the ship, even at 70%, it was almost like it was empty. The only time that ship was full, it seemed like, was on the Lido deck.
Yes.
Which I love the layout of the Lido deck on that ship, even though it seemed kind of busy because everybody was down at the pool area. The way it has 2 more layers up, you could get up on the upper layers on the 10th, 11th, and 12th floor or deck, and it was spread out. So love that. And then right here is off the beaten path, the main path in Half Moon Cay, and then straight down to it was on the left here was our Cabana 3, and to the right of it was Cabana 4, which is right next to the Captain Morgan's. And again, here's the Freedom out there. So absolutely loved.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity,
please go to Half Moon Cay. I cannot speak highly enough of it. I kept hearing that from everybody, and it truly is exactly what everybody says.
When you're in that water looking around and you can see your feet, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. The different colors of blue and green, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, Chris, because I could have told you the barbecue sucks. The barbecue sucks, and the barbecue on the island at Half Moon Cay sucks. It was, that's going to be in the vlog too. I got to keep it real. I'm a foodie, I got to keep it real.
We will keep it real.
Yeah, we definitely
we'll tell you when it's bad, but we'll also tell you when it's really good.
I'll tell you when it's good too. I mean, I'm going to tell you and like I said, the Seafood Shack
was good.
Big thumbs up. Carnival, you did right by that. It was really good. So hey, Grnd Turk. So Grnd Turk is another one of those that I really love. Yes. Love their beach area. But we did not snorkel this time. We've been snorkeling here before.
And loved it.
We loved it. There's a cannon out there. There's also an anchor out there. We came in, it was beautiful. But we'd already said, you know what? We're going to just spend some pool time. We had some friends there as well. Some of you may know who they are, but it's Adventures Ahead. Josh and Michelle were there. And we said, we're just going to go straight to Margaritaville and just have a good time.
The last time we were there, we did not get to enjoy the pool because of a very unfortunate event. But this time...
Floater! There was a floater in the pool.
This time, there was nothing bad. And we loved it.
There was a floater. So last time we was in Grnd Turk, we was in there for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And then all of a sudden they said, clear the pool. Clear the pool. We went out, spent a little time, then went and got in the pool area. And then poor Anthony had to get out of the pool. And for 2.5 hours, all it was line dancing and bunch of drinking and partying, which, that's okay. A lot of spending money on food. But they pulled it out because there was a floater. I went to the bathroom and I asked the guy, I said, hey, what's going on, And the guy goes, there's a floater in the pool. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, no, there was a turd floating around in the pool. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Who would do such a thing?
I said, was it a kid, a diaper, or something like that? No, it was a grown adult. There's a floater floating around the pool. So that's disgusting. So this time, luckily, Josh and Michelle didn't let a floater this time. And and we went and just had a really good time. So
it was fun.
It was fun. So this is the main entrance coming in. You get off, you walk down the long dock, and you have the Grnd Turk entrance here. And this side, this is as you're walking into the left. The whole beach was open because we got right off the ship. And this, as soon as you walk through the gift shop, and you walk in. I mean, that's what you saw just right off the bat. And Billy J says, "Yeah, when you got to go, you got to go.
But just don't go there."
Yeah, the bathroom's right over here to the right. Just yeah, you're right. Oh, Peg and Artie, that's so nice of you.
Thank you.
We gotta get you something for that. What we're gonna do? We're gonna get you.
We'll have to tell you a story on how our child tried to hoodoo us into.
Yeah, we'll tell you that in a little bit. Anthony definitely got his money, spent your money.
Yeah.
All the money that y'all donated to him, plus some at the arcade.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you walk through the main store, right here's the main pool area. And then right there, so this was Josh on the left, and that's him on the right while he's on the flow rider. He didn't break his shoulder or anything, so luckily he was okay. But yeah, as soon as we walked in, they were looking at us like, "Huh, who y'all?" But yeah, Josh and Michelle were there. We had a good time with them. Great people. If you never met Josh and Michelle, Josh kind of puts up this front like he's a big tough guy. He's a big teddy bear, man. And Michelle, she's so sweet. Anthony absolutely loved them.
Yes.
We liked them as well, and they're okay. But no, really great couple.
Yes.
And just Anthony can tell good people and bad people, and he was just smitten by Michelle. One time we was walking on the cruise ship, and he just left us and walked off with Michelle.
Yes.
And next thing you know, he's walking up to the coffee bar, and
they just left us.
And she buys him strawberry milkshake or something. So he knew where to go and who to follow, getting something out of them. But yeah, we had a great time hanging out with them. Then we went and ate at the Margaritaville restaurant as well. Then you had
great time.
Had the flow rider over to the side of it. And here it shows you another part of the pool. They do have a really good pool area.
It's nice.
It's about this, maybe a little bit nicer than Amber Cove. I like Amber Cove too, Amber Cove as well. But they have a zero entry into the pool as well, in case you have some issues with your knees or something like that, or getting in and out of the pool. And then of course on the right here is the swim up bar area. So let's see what we got here. I think what it says, first time I ever had one, so I'm expert, but I liked it. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but let's see. Well, Billy J, it did cost me $49.99. I'm sorry, I didn't tell y'all that. I had to buy him a bucket of beer and a couple of drinks, so it was about $49.99. It was like $30 for a bucket of beer, 6 beers, and then a couple of drinks was $19.99. So
you're so full of it.
$49.99 is what the charge was. And let's see, beach life is just everything on Carnival is great, sir, especially the barbecue. I just haven't got around to trying the lobster roll yet. Okay. So anything else let's see what we got else on Grnd Turk. So Grnd Turk area, this is where you go into the restaurant area. Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, always like their food. We got a food review coming out on that. Maybe a little secrets on that. Not gonna say much on it. This is the bar area that we came into. Of course, they try to get you to buy the souvenir 5 o'clock somewhere clock, like the Flavor Flav clock that goes around your neck.
I'm not sure why we didn't get one of those.
And the blender also right here to the left of the Flavor Flav clock. So yeah, did you go to Jack Shack? We actually didn't. We've heard mixed reviews about the food there, and we were just having a fun time hanging out.
We were
at Margaritaville. We bought a bucket of beer. Michelle had a drink, and we just wanted to chill. We just wanted to just sit around and have a good time in the pool. Anthony was in the pool with us. We all just had a good time hanging out together. Yes. That's really the only time Anthony got in the pool the whole time there, really.
Yes.
He got in the ocean one time at Half Moon Cay. Mm-hmm. And other than that, he didn't go to the Lido deck and get in the pool the whole time. He didn't go on the slides.
So he's in those preteen years that they just do weird stuff.
Betsy, that's a good question. I mean, I hate to say it. We stayed out at Margaritaville. We didn't go on the beach or anything. We were kind of bored at Grnd Turk. We just went straight
we got chairs.
Yeah.
We got chairs.
That was a great thing at Margaritaville is we didn't have problems getting chairs or anything.
And we had plenty of room in the pool. We weren't like smushed all together. We had plenty of room. We got to go in the restaurant and got service, and it wasn't a terrible wait. So, from that aspect, it was good.
So yeah, so Chris says, you missed out. That's the best jerk chicken. So I've heard some people say yay, and I've heard some people say
It's overrated.
It's overrated. So I don't know. We definitely will go back.
Oh gosh,
yeah,
yes.
We definitely will go back. I love snorkeling, and that's one of our favorite places to snorkel.
Yes.
But we had never just hung out at the pool there, because
no,
last time we were there, we had the floater, and Anthony really wanted to get in the pool, and he didn't want to snorkel. Anthony had a bad experience snorkeling last time, and he really doesn't want to get in the ocean water. So we just wanted to go to the pool and just hang out with him. And it was also an opportunity to hang out with Josh and Michelle, because we didn't know how much we'd get to see them on the ship. It was their honeymoon.
We didn't want to infringe.
We didn't want to infringe on their time. So Nana's Hidden Apron says, I love the sand at Grnd Turk. It's so powdery soft and the water is amazing.
Yes,
I agree.
Absolutely.
And then Betsy says, Chris, Mike loves the chicken there as well. Yep.
All right. So next time we will make it out there.
Yep. We'll try to make it out there. And we could have seen the dogs. We hadn't seen the dogs.
Yes.
Yep. And then Chris said, yeah, Betsy, it's really, really good. So let's see what else we got here. So Aruba. These are the shots off our balcony before we even got off the ship. Mm-hmm. Aruba was beautiful. The water is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Over here to the right in this right picture was when it was trying to get into the dock area, so that, stirred up the water a little bit, but over to the left is when it kind of settled down.
We had this little weird random little island with a tree bush thing in the middle of it.
Yeah, the time lapse at the very beginning of our video was Aruba. So if you were able to see that, or if you go back and watch the beginning of that 3-minute countdown, and where the plane comes in at the very end, that is Aruba. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a late, I think we didn't leave till 10 or 10:30 at night.
Yeah, it was late.
So we didn't do anything late at night at Aruba. We got back on at about 3 or 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And then we just kind of went out and just hung on our balcony and had this awesome view.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're ever wanting, people talk about, oceanfront, hotel room or something like that on the beach. We had one of the best views, because the way the ship was and our balcony was, we had this incredible view that you're seeing right here of Aruba. It was just incredible. Just to sit out there on the deck and overlook the water and how beautiful the water was. It was just.
And the suite balcony is so nice.
Yeah. We'll have to.
Yeah.
We're not going to show that now. That's a vlog coming out next week.
I'm sorry, but it was so nice.
The suite was awesome. So we did this. We did the Cuckoo Kanuku Carnival excursion. There's a vlog coming out on that as well. I'll just say there were some pluses and minuses to it.
Right.
That's of course, the red bus right here is the Cuckoo Kanuku. So it went to, I think it was called Alta Vista Church, which is right here on the right. And I have some other pictures of it. So it's the first Catholic church built there. I think it was it? I can't even remember the year it was built now. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but
a long time ago.
It was a very spiritual situation. If you come there, you had to respect other people that were, that was religious or whatever their beliefs were. And so, like here on the right, there was a gentleman that was kneeling down and praying. And so it was just a really nice situation. So you try to respect other people when you go in there. And it was really cool. I'm not Catholic. I'm spiritual, and Catholic's not my religion, but, I have a lot of respect for other religions, and it was nice to go in there and see this church and see, how other people worship, and also nice to see. I mean, it was a beautiful church. It was very, it was just really nicely, it was lit up. They had the candles at the front and the incense, and it was just really beautiful. So it was a nice little church just out in the middle of basically nowhere. Basically out in the middle of nowhere. But it was the first church built on this island. Mm-hmm. So it was really cool. And You're right. Really bad barbecue in Aruba. The geckos that they served on the menu was horrible. Really bad geckos.
Stop
I
it,
did not
Michael.
like that. So let's go to the next thing here in Aruba. So you have this lighthouse on the left, which is called the California Lighthouse.
Mhm.
It's an active lighthouse. All this you can see on this Carnival excursion. The California Lighthouse is named after the California ship that went down off the coast of Aruba. I believe it said Aruba is 16 miles from Venezuela.
Yes.
So, and you can see Venezuela on a clear day from this lighthouse. And gas there was over $5 a gallon, $5.25, $5.35.
Yes. Expensive.
Really expensive.
Everything has to be imported.
Everything has to be imported. And then on the right side here, this is the view you can see from the top of this. So again, beautiful, just beautiful scenery that you can see there. So really, really nice, beautiful area. And from there, we went to Mumba Beach.
Mhm.
This was the only thing on the tour that I was a little disappointed on. So the tour is only what, 4.5 hours?
Yes.
4.5 hours.
Yes.
That's the only thing I'm disappointed about was they tell you up front, and it's probably the fault of the people in our group,
Right.
was that, hey, if we spend 10 or 15 minutes at each one of these stops, we can give you, 2.5, 3 hours on the beach. Well, by the time everybody looks and they kind of do this and that and the other, they drag butt. By the time
Yep.
we got to Mumba Beach, we had 2 hours.
Right.
So we were hungry by then. We had, barely ate nothing, anything for breakfast.
It was crowded.
The beach was very crowded. It was a small beach. And then this is also the area you see to the right where the
all the excursions and stuff go on.
Right, you have the I'll show you here in a second, but I think it's the Jolly Pirate, a pirate jolly pirate ship that goes out of here that people swing off of it and they do the snorkeling excursions on. And the beach was really small.
Right.
And it just seemed crowded.
It was.
Now we ate at a restaurant here that had really good food.
It was good.
Really strong drinks.
Very strong.
Very strong drinks. And Anthony said it had one of the best virgin pina coladas. He calls it pina coladas or strawberry pina coladas. Was it virgin? Was it a?
He got a strawberry daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri there. That's what he got. But yeah, so here's a couple more pictures. Yeah, the Jolly Pirate is here. Also, the diving is here. So
lots of people.
Lots and lots of people here. Very crowded, very congested. We probably only spent 15 minutes in the water, if that.
Yeah.
So the whole thing about Aruba and it great for snorkeling and diving and in the water and it being turquoise and swimming, and
we missed that.
We missed it. We didn't get it. Yeah. So that was the disappointment with the excursion there. And that's my own fault because instead of eating, we could have spent more time in the water, but it was just so congested. And the water there, when you went out on the beach, it drops almost straight off.
Right, like a foot down.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So still a beautiful area.
Yes.
Really cool. They have the Aruba diving here. They also have the what do you call them? I think Nautical Nurse Nancy. I watched one of her vlogs prior to going in Aruba where she did the you hold on the thing, you turn it, and it takes you underwater and stuff. What do you call that thing?
I can't remember, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Seeing the world, we did the pirate ship and snorkeling. It was fantastic. Yeah, okay, Chris. Yeah, this is the same area you probably went to then, and that looked like it was really fun. I would probably like to do that. The Cuckoo Kanuku bus. The guy was great. He was really funny. Yes. The music was fun. He gave you great information.
Right.
The only part of it I didn't like was the amount of beach time.
So I think what happens is they have several beaches to choose from, and
there's 3 of them. I think there's Eagle Beach, Mumba Beach, and there's one other beach.
And so they divide the bus tours up between those beaches, and it's just whatever luck that you get. And ours just happened to be that one.
Yeah. So again, that's our fault. I would definitely love to go back to Aruba again.
Just an excuse for us to go back, so it's okay.
And definitely Bonaire.
Yes.
So I told you earlier, this Bonaire to me was a showstopper.
Absolutely.
This was by far, I'm telling you right now, maybe my favorite place I've ever visited.
We had so much fun.
This, by far, the best excursion I've ever had on any cruise, including snorkeling, and I love snorkeling. We rented golf carts from a place called Bonaire Cruisers,
which is an awesome place.
It's an incredible place, but you can rent golf carts for $100 a day with a $150 deposit. You can have the golf cart all day long. It is a non-carnival rental.
Yes.
So you're on your own. If you don't make it back and the cruise ship leaves you, you're on your own.
And I did have a couple moments where I was
started panicking a little bit. Yeah. But let me tell you.
Because I don't make a good pier runner because I'm short and dumpy.
Short and dumpy. But I'm telling you, it was by far the best excursion we've ever done. And when them vlogs come out, we're going to have so much fun with them. It may be a 2 or 3 part series because we had so much fun with this. This view right here is one of the first views you see, and it was just breathtaking. And this picture was condensed so I can get this on here. The color on here is just not good enough. It is breathtaking, the view. Here's our family here taking a picture. There was divers here going down these steps to get into the water.
So Bonaire, there's not that many white sandy beaches there. It's different, but it is beautiful.
Yeah. Bonaire is not like Half Moon Cay. The beaches, like this beach right here, was kind of sandy in some places, but a little bit of rocky in most of it. It's a different type beach than like Half Moon Cay. The one thing I don't like about Half Moon Cay, and I wish they would do this at some parts of Half Moon Cay, and maybe they have on the other part of the island, the other backside of the island, is Half Moon Cay. I saw no fish.
No, I didn't either.
Now there may be down towards the other end, towards other villas or something, but I wish Half Moon Cay would like make some natural, like areas, like reef areas or something, so that fish and stuff would come in there. Whereas like Bonaire, I mean, it's you can just tell. It's like, now this is the view. Like we pulled up. This is the golf cart like we rented. You can pull right up to the shore. I mean, right up the cliff, and then boom, that's what you see.
And the different variants of color of blue, it's breathtakingly gorgeous.
I'm telling you, Tom and Brenda, I see in October you're going. You have to rent golf carts from Bonaire Cruisers. I'm telling you.
Now there was like 10 minutes where we actually wanted to kill each other.
Yes, man-made natural reef. It's kind of like the free $49.99 Carnival. It's kind of like the free $49.99 Monopoly game. Man-made natural reefs. Yes, it's just like that. It's like live sand. Live sand that you put in your fish tanks. I'm telling you, it's incredible. So Bonaire also is flamingos is naturally, it's natural. They're protected there. Natural breeding ground.
They say it's one of the few places in the world that they naturally breed.
Yes, and you'll see some pictures here in a second. I know we got 9 minutes. We'll have to hurry up, but you see flamingos everywhere. I mean, just everywhere.
And they are so vibrantly pink.
Yes. And over to the right here, you'll see some slave huts. And the salt flats, what Bonaire is known for is the salt flats. And the Dutch, they would sell the salt throughout the world. And when people came in, ships came in, they had slaves. And this is a good history lesson for Anthony. These are little slave huts that the people, the slaves lived in. So, back then though, they didn't have these type roofs. They put these on here, so that they didn't have to replace them all the time. Preserve them. But so we were able to vlog this. Anthony got to, was able to go in and see what it was like.
And they have history plaques up so you can read.
So we was able to talk to Anthony about this, and he got to see what slaves really lived in this time period. And it was a good piece of history. I mean, not that you condone it, but it was an opportunity to tell him how people lived here in this country.
Yes.
Several hundred years ago. So this real quick, these are part of the salt flats, and this is pink water. This is where the God, what is it off the top of my head?
Plankton.
Plankton, yes, kind of like plankton, like SpongeBob, but this pink plankton. That's the flamingos eat that. That's what turns them pink. And this is white foam bubbles everywhere.
Yes, and they look somewhere between like dish foam and snow.
Yeah, so a lot of photographers go out here and people wear all white, and they'll have their pictures taken in front of this pink. And again, it's more vibrant pink in person when you see this.
It is truly pink.
You're going to see on one side of the ocean, on one side of the road to the right, it's turquoise blue like these other pictures I showed you. And then on the left side, it's completely pink.
Pink water.
It's wild. It's just incredibly wild. And then this is the area where I need to tell you this quick little story. I got 7 minutes. So this is the area where they were doing this kite surfing. And you can see right here on the right side, like somebody's up in the air, probably 20 feet up in the air. This area was incredible. These people were
so fun to watch.
Yeah, that was incredible to watch. These guys were like 20, 25 feet up in the air sometimes.
Flipping. And
they were doing cartwheels all up in the air, surfing. But it was just incredible to watch these guys do these tricks at night. Well, I'm zooming in on these guys doing these tricks. And while I'm zooming in on them, I'm getting really close on them. I mean, I go down to the shoreline. Michelle and Anthony stay in the golf cart, and I'm down on the shoreline zooming in on this guy. Like, you wait till you see this video footage down the road. I mean, I'm right in on him with my phone, and I'm watching him, and I'm getting him up in the air and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, this lady walks out completely topless. I mean, like, she was really topless, and 55 years old and not in good shape. And I'm videoing her, and I'm like, oh my God, she just walked out in front of me topless.
So,
and all of a sudden behind me, I hear Anthony, oh my God. And also I hear Michelle, Anthony. So Anthony's yelling at
I'm trying to cover up his head.
Michelle's trying to cover his mouth up.
And he's, oh my gosh.
And this lady walks right out in the middle of the ocean, topless, and I'm videoing her. I mean, I'm really videoing the guy behind her. And it was not a good scenery.
So,
yeah.
Aunt Mike gets back to the golf cart, and they look at each other.
So
the two of those two, they look at each other, make eye contact, and they both bust out giggling just like 5-year-olds.
So yeah, this side last night when I was making this PowerPoint slide, on the right here, I'm doing a vlog saying, if you ever come to Bonaire, just a heads up, there's a lot of Dutch and European people here, and they go topless. And Anthony is snickering and laughing so hard that I had to stop the video and cut that picture of him, because Anthony is dying laughing right here, like, I can't believe what I just saw. And you can see how blue that water is back there. And Michelle's back there going, boys. So yeah, Anthony saw some tatas.
His first ever in real life.
His first ever topless woman. I'm sure
he's scarred for life.
Yeah, I mean, at least it could have been a 25-year-old, perky woman. Instead, it's a 55-year-old. Oh well. On the left side here is a
lighthouse.
I was about to say topless lighthouse. On the left side is a lighthouse that we saw also as well in Bonaire, but just incredibly beautiful. But
we also ate at this really cool restaurant there too.
It was called
Foodies. Very quaint.
So it says, I love Michelle's face in that picture.
I was getting on to him.
Yeah, and this says, what does it say here? Dan says, same topless problem in Sturgis, always the ones you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says, after meeting Anthony, I can only imagine his reaction. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Poor Anthony's first thing was, that woman must be very, what'd he say? she must be very confident in herself or
Yes,
something.
that's exactly
He's
what
like,
he said.
that woman must be very confident in herself to be able to walk out there like that. And I was like, what? I was like, Anthony, our culture is not the same as other cultures. It's no big deal to them. That's their culture. But
Anthony also walked in. We walked in, all three of us walked in an elevator, and this older couple, like,
oh yeah, I forgot about
like
that.
pushing 70 older couple, were making out.
This was the geriatric cruise.
They were making out in the corner in the elevator, and Anthony was like, "Oh!" So
yeah,
he learned a lot.
I've never been on a Carnival cruise where the age of the people on the cruise was an older cruise. Let me just put it that way. And my understanding from Josh and Michelle was the cruise before that was a lot older than this one.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was February. A lot of people were working and stuff.
Yeah.
It also was a really fun cruise because it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And it also was Super Bowl. So we had a great time with that.
Yeah.
We also did and you'll see this in a vlog, we did a best door decoration contest.
Yes.
We went around to every door on the Carnival Freedom.
Yes.
And we gave out a winning prize. Luckily, John Hild responded to our Facebook post.
He did.
And he gave us he sent to our room a medallion. I asked for 2 trophies, but he sent a medallion and a bottle of champagne to our room. So we went around to every door on the ship.
We lost Anthony.
And we didn't want to say that, but we did lose Anthony. That was traumatic.
Very much so.
We did find him, luckily. But we presented that to the winner. They were not there. We went to the door and knocked on it. Me and Anthony did. And the room steward just got finished cleaning the room. And he's like, what do you need? And I was like, oh, I was going to knock on the door and give this to them because we thought the room was the best decorated room and door. And he's like, oh, they just left. His name's Mike or something. He said, he just left. And he says, I can put it in his room. And I was like, well, I can just come back. He's like, no, I can put it in his room. And it's no big deal. And I was like,
we thought they were going to really think that we were really crazy stalkers.
Yeah, we thought they was going to think we were creepers. So he took the champagne, the note we wrote it on a dry eraser board. Hey, you're the winners of this. And he took the bottle of champagne, the medallion, and took it into the room and left it for him. And I was like, God, they're going to think we're creepers for sure.
Yeah.
So I couldn't video them. I wanted to put them in the video that they won. So then the next day, the next morning we woke up, they had left this right here on our front door. Somehow they tracked us down. I don't know how they did that.
They're creepers too.
And they left us this really nice note, which we put on our Facebook page where they said, hey,
very sweet.
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Thanks for the prizes you left for us. And they left us this love decoration. So we added it to the back. We thought
that's going to be our tradition.
Yeah. We're going to do that on all the cruises we do going forward. We're going to go around to all the cruise doors and find the best decorated door. Yeah. It was fun. It really was fun. It was hard because there was some really nice decorated doors. It came down to
2 and it was hard.
It was really hard. So hey, it's after 9 o'clock. I think there's a premiere going on with Ronnie and Alma right now. So free QR codes. So thank you guys for joining us tonight.
So much.
We can't thank you enough. We really did have a good time tonight, and we'll get back to the swing of things next week. But thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Saturday we have the tour of the cabana, so check that out. And then next week, we don't know what we're going to do next week yet, but hey, that's all right. We're going to start throwing out those Carnival Freedom informational videos, and we had a great time. We're ready to book our next cruise already. So
absolutely.
Thank you again. We love you guys. Y'all have a blessed evening. Be the lighthouse, not the topless woman walking out, but be the lighthouse in this dark world.
Absolutely.
You guys have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.